Good evening, one and all. Bradford City have signed another player, Ibou Touray. Now, we all knew, didn't we? We all knew this was going to happen. It was just a matter of when when was it going to be announced? Bradford City have officially confirmed it without officially confirming it. Bradford City are Bradford City Football Club, and they never change. They announced the away kit, the blue, lovely kit, love a piece of kit, and it really is. What are your thoughts on it in the comments down below? Like if you do want to do so, and subscribe if you do want to do so. But Andy Boutoure, let me know your thoughts on him. But yeah, they announced the away kit with the Ibou Touray in the video, and it's left people going, well, I guess we've signed him then, without actually announcing that we signed him. We've announced the kit with the player in the kit, without announcing that the player plays for the club in the kit. I mean, it's a very baffling thing, but we all know now it's official that Ibou Touray is a Bantam, and I can't wait to see him in light blue, sky blue, and light pink, and claret and amber, very bright shirts, and I like bright, very loud indeed, summer shirts, and well, I mean, you're not gonna look cool wearing them in minus degrees in winter over in the Atlanta, not Atlanta, at Alaska, sorry. Atlanta's very hot in the winter, I believe. So Ibou Touray, left wing back. Apparently he's a left back. Who cares? He plays on the left hand side of the defence, I think is the best way to put it. All this, he's actually a left back. Well, Brad is actually a right back, but he's been a great right wing back for us in League Two. Ibou Touray has been a great left wing back in League Two, but he's shown it in League One last season. Why have Stockport released him? Well, why did they release Sarcevic? Why did they release Neil Byrne? But why did they release their star player in Sarcevic? That is the big thing, because they wanted to develop themselves, they wanted to go younger, and they wanted a bit more of energy in that midfield, which Sarcevic, they believed, couldn't provide that, and to some extent they would agree with that, considering his injuries he did have at Bradford City, but he was integral to our promotion. He was the reason we got promoted, and I'm not saying Ibou Touray has the same effect, but what I'm trying to demonstrate is here the policy that Stockport have, the fact that I didn't even know he was 30, but they brought in Touray Dunn. He's younger. They go for a younger profile so they can sell them on and get profits. But what they have had is players like Ibou Touray, Anthony Sarcevic, Ryan Croasdale, Paddy Madden, these experienced players who have got them out of the National League, out of League Two, but now they're going younger to try and get into a championship and jump up the levels, because they've got the money to be able to do that and take those risks and gambles and go for the wages, and have got the development and the proven pedigree that they can do that. We're not in that position to do that. We've got to go experienced. We've got to bring in players who know the level, and we've got to bring in players who have the character to play for Bradford City. That is the big thing. If you are to play for Bradford City, you have to have the right mentality. And with Alexander working with Ibou Touray at Salford, there's no doubt under that he has the mentality. He's received many promotions. I think he's had 3 in the last 4 years. So, but also his ability. I've watched him a fair few times over his career. Watched him a lot at Salford, and I'm always impressed with his. Actually, I was impressed with him going forward at Salford. He obviously a bit younger, a bit quicker. Always picked up really good positions. And at Stockport, it's always been a level of criticism. His attack outlet, and he's got a lot of assists, but from what I'm led to believe, a lot of them are just sort of fake assists, really, where the more 5-yard passes and have led to a goal from a bit of brilliance or from a tapping. It's more pullback assists more than actually quality driven assists from a left wing back. But what I do see from him is he always gets in the right areas. Is a good thinker going forward, but has he got the skill that Teo had at Ramola last season for us? No, but I think from what I've seen, he's 10 times better defensively and a lot more solid and sound at the back, and much more positionally aware than Teo was. And that's not any criticism on Teo. I just thought he was a bit more suspect defensively, whereas Touray has proven himself as a good defender, a good defensive left wing back in League One, and I think that's really crucial that we've got players who are good at going forward and going the other way. I think Lewis Richards is very good defensively, but I think he's much better going forward than he's defensively. But he's also really solid defensively. I think he's got the perfect balance. Whereas Teo was much better going forward, was poor defensively. Halliday, better defensively, bit poor going forward. And Nerfil, what we've got with him is a player who's unbelievable going forward. I think he's got great pace, got a lot that we want, really good at crossing the ball and wants to take players on, similar to the fashion of Teo Advomola. But defensively, he's not as good, but he's been in a team that has been, so he knows what it takes. So I think our wing-backs at the minute have got great balance, and for whatever team you want to play, you can go with a different type of wing-back, and we don't play with wingers. Our 10s are very similar to wingers. It can be a 3-4-3, but they are narrow, whether you like that or not. That's what they are, and it's been very successful for us and Bradford City and Graham Alexander. But our wing-backs, they get high and wide and they act as wingers. They're not defensive-minded players, but there will be times where you need them to be more. So I think that's very important. Obviously, Lewis Richards hasn't been signed yet. Teo Advomola's not moved anywhere yet. They are other players out there as well. So I think we will expect more movement in the left wing back position as well, whether that is someone else coming in. Lewis Richards pending a contract. Obviously, like I said, to Stockport have signed Teo done, which is very good for us because he was highly linked to go to Stockport, and it's looking more likely that he will sign for us, which I think is unbelievable to have a player like Lewis Richards maybe sign a 2 or 3 year deal at his age with his potential and programme that he can go up to in development. Don't underestimate how good of a player he is. But back on to Touray. Another thing that I really like about him is he can play left centre back really well. He's a really good left-sided centre back, which also opens up the versatility in him. Can he play as a left centre back in League One? No doubt about that. Would he be a starter for me? No, but he'd be really good cover, and that's where you've got to look at the possibility of maybe Kieran Kelly not renewing his contract. The more it's dragging on, the more I'm thinking it could be possible that we don't renew him. Hopefully, unfortunately, I think that could be the case. And to be honest with you, I'd be more pro it than I would have been maybe a month or two ago, just after the promotion. I think with a level edge, you've got to look at if Touray can play as a backup or Tilt can play as a backup, and you bring in someone better. I think that there is a lot better out there for us, and more the profile as well. I think Touray, he is a quick player. Stockport fans have said he isn't. He's quick, there's no doubt about that. And look, you've also got to think about as well that Bradford City's left backs of recent history have been nothing short of abysmal, absolutely atrocious. Folds was an average player in League 2, wasn't what we needed. Would have been good backup, but he wasn't at our level, unfortunately. For being a Bradford lad, you always respect him for that. But Liam Rideout, less said the better. Touray Bowler, Adam Chickson. I could keep going on. There's so many left backs that we've had that are nowhere near the level. Ibou Touray is a safe pair of hands, a safe pair of legs as well. Loads of minutes under him. So really excited by that signing. I think he's a great bit of a business. 2 year deal as well. He will come in, he will be solid, he will perform, he will be a 7 out of 10 every week. Maybe sometimes a 6. I don't think he'll drop below that average. Will he exceed an 8? I don't think he will, but he's going to be that really solid, dependable player that we need, and we're heading on the right track, unbelievably so. I'm looking at our business. We're getting in proven League One players, proven experience, proven winners as well. We've got a dressing room of winners. Even the players who you might think, they're a bit poor, they might not be at the level. They've got the standards of winners. So just think about what that has as well as an impact. Let's not underestimate having a good dressing room, because the budget might not be there, but we're signing players who would exceed a budget of teams above us. So don't underestimate that, but don't underestimate the standards of a dressing room. At Graham Alexander, the culture is built, and those players of winners, and the players who get what it takes to play at Valley Parade and Bradford City Football Club, and the fan base as well, they get it. And Ibou Touray is another one to add to that. Ticking the box of he's a character and he knows what it takes. So I've gone on a bit there, but I'm very, very pleased with this signing. Obviously, it was announced in the away kit, and I'm going to just touch on that. What a kit! I absolutely love it. I love the clout and amber on the collar. I love it. The sleeves, I think we're really good at getting that right with the clout and amber on the collar and on the sleeves. I think that's something that's been highlights of our shirts under Macron. that fine detail of the collars and sleeves, I think they've got perfectly well. I do like the pink shirt. I know it's had a lot of controversy and criticism, but I think it's a great shirt, and I think I actually like what it stands for. A lot of people don't, but I think it's a good thing. But I'm not going into that. I do think I think that's a good thing. But also, look, commercially, I think that could have some profits and a good source for the club as well. But I do like the shirt. I don't mind a bit of loud, and it's different. I like different. And this blue shirt, again, it's different. Fine detail, I think, is great, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's one of the best away shirts in recent years. I really do. I think that could be the best. We've had the leak of the home shirt as well. Not keen on that at the minute, but I always reserve judgments on leaks because, one, it might not be true, but I think that is pretty much 99% certain that it is true. But also, you don't see the bigger picture. I also think that when you see a shirt in real life, it looks a lot better or a lot worse. So I always reserve judgment until I see it face to face. It massively changes your opinion. So that's how it's always exciting. It's this time of season. Heat waves are out. Test match cricket's on. Don't be complaining about the bloody weather either, you people. You are. You say, oh, it's too cold. Oh, look at this for some. It's bloody raining. And then a week later, you sat there in your shorts, sweating like a pig, and you're going, oh my God, when's it going to end? I want to go back to the rain and cup of teas weather, because this is not good enough. It's too hot. It is absolutely roasting. I can't live with it. I like it hot, but it's too hot for me. I can't be doing with it. Grow up. Just enjoy it whilst it bloody lasts, because we're not going to... This time next week, it will be chucking it down. It's England. Just enjoy the bloody sun, please. Stop moaning about it. Because, honestly, if you believe in Matt Letizia, I don't. But, he will be saying right now, they can hear you. They can hear you saying that you don't want it back cold, so they're going to turn it. Now, I'm not saying I agree with that, but that is what Matt Letizia would say. I'm not hiding behind him. I think that is... ridiculous. But anyway, we're not going into that. Bradford City's home shirts are, not keen. The away shirt's unbelievable, and the third shirt, I like it very much so. And the signing of Ibou Touray, what a signing, what a player, and what a season we're in store for again. Bradford City promotion train, is it on? True, it is. Let's get on board. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you're new, and have a good one.